Hey guys, sorry I've been putting out a lot of videos lately. I've been filming a lot. I just haven't had time to sit down and edit it. You know, you guys only get to watch like 8 minutes. I get to watch it over and over again till I get down to those 8 minutes. Anyway, just a quick little video to show you something interesting on the Axelson 16, the one that we brought back from Louisiana. My friend Don bought my Axelson 16 when I was raising the funds to buy the 20. And then this one was given to me by a very nice gentleman in Louisiana. And unfortunately, I still don't know if it's going to be a keeper or not. My wife has forbid work on it until her project is finished, and I've filmed a whole bunch of that project, and I'll give you a little hint of it in a second. The reason for today's video, it's just a short one, is my friend Don has been doing a fantastic job of painting and cleaning and refurbishing my lathe. Now, I used it that way for a long, long time, but Don likes them pretty. So he's taken all the face plates off, and showed me yesterday one that he's run through an ultrasonic cleaner, cleaned all the brass, and then spray epoxy black on it and hand sanded all the letters down. It's going to look really nice. I'll probably never be able to use it because it looks too nice. Anyway, let me show you something interesting we found on it. Now, my buddy Don has got the whole top part of the lathe finished. This one, nothing. We're still evaluating it. But he couldn't get the compound off, and he didn't know why. And so I told him to come over here and we'd work on this one and get it off. That way he could not break his if something weird was going on. This is the compound that's removed. These 4 bolts adjusted, and if you're not careful trying to take one of these apart, there's a hole back here, and that bolt will drop down into that hole, and it's hard to get to. If you do drop one, Don found that he could push a screwdriver up from the bottom. The lead screw is kind of in the way, but 2 days of fighting it, he got it back up. This basically is just a very precision fit hole, and it's got a stud on the other side. I'll show you. But these 4 bolts hold it down. If you're having problems, we put some shims under it and we were able to pop it up. Then the number 1 problem he was having was over here. Oh, this is the project that has held me up. This is a gate I'm making for my wife, and I'm getting ready to put second coat of paint on it this morning. Then I'll be ready to get out of the shop, and I'll have some room back. These are the hinges for it. I make adjustable hinges so that our ground shifts, you can adjust them. This part here is welded on, and this post fits up in here, and then this plate here to the fence post, which is an 8x8 in this case, and it allows this gate to be adjusted this way about 1.5 inches, and then this plate allows it to come up and down about 1 inch. Anyway, I got to get these painted and installed. Some people may think I over-engineer these things, but I wanted more than a 1/2 inch of thread, so I had to use 3/4 inch here, and this is a plate that gets adjusted, so this one welds on, and it's got those threads too. Plus, these 2 little points here hold and swing a 16-foot long gate, so a little beef never hurt anything. All right, back to the project at hand. This is the bottom of the compound. Don's problem was he couldn't separate the two halves. He couldn't slide it enough. And I told him that one side was always a little wider than the other because of the gib. See down here how it's thicker there, thinner here? Well, even with sliding that as far back as you could go, it just wouldn't come off without damaging the dovetail points right there. And he looked at his plans and he found some online. And he says, well, the only thing that keeps this thing together are two pins. You have to take this off, as we found out, to be able to get it separated. This has also got some real thin shims underneath for when they assembled it. This is where the 4 bolts hold it down. That part there is what fits into that precision hole, keeps it registered as you rotate it. And these are the 2 pins that Don could see on the plans. What he couldn't see on the plans were those 2 cap screws. That's what actually allows you to assemble it and pull it together when you're doing it. These align it, but these will draw it down. So you need to turn the compound. Well, you don't really need to turn the compound, but you can, if you turn it sideways to where it's back here and look up underneath there with the mirror, you can see the 2 screws. Anyway, that's the 16. Just as soon as I get the, oh, this is my little Texas emblem that's going in the center of that circle. It'll be kind of nice. Working on a lighted background for the unit, and this is a small solar panel with a battery built into it, and it's going to mount back here and power the LEDs behind the Texas. So anyway, more about that later. That's where we are. I better get painting or my day's not going to go well. Take care.